Good afternoon. I'm joined by my colleagues, Senator Burr of North Carolina, Senator Coburn of Oklahoma, and my colleague from Arizona, Senator Flake. We are all very aware of the ongoing scandal that has beset our treatment of the men and women who have served in the military. This scandal and now has reached proportions where the American people are deeply angered and are demanding that we make changes to fix this problem. There is even charges that in our home state of Arizona that 40 people died as while awaiting care. I don't know of an issue more serious than this for the American people as to how we treat those who have been willing to go out and serve and sacrifice on behalf of their nation. And I especially want to thank my three colleagues, including Senator Burr, whose role on the Veterans Affairs Committee is vital, and I'd like to thank Dr. Coburn, who understands and has been involved in these issues of the Veterans Administration for many, many years, and my colleague, Senator Flake, who has also taken a lead role in trying to address this terrible, almost tragedy, could be described as a tragedy that has afflicted our care for our veterans. And we're introducing the Veterans Choice Act of 2014. The bill will give eligible veterans greater flexibility when choosing their medical care and increase accountability and transparency within the VA to ensure that it delivers quality care to our veterans in a timely fashion. The bill would accomplish these goals by the following. It would empower veterans who can't schedule an appointment within a reasonable time or live too far away from the VA medical facility to exercise the choice, I emphasize the choice, of getting medical care from any doctor in a Medicare or TRICARE program. I've always believed that veterans could choose and should choose. And that's where I first proposed it in 2008 when I ran for the presidency of the United States. Give these veterans a choice card so they could take that choice card and present it to the health care provider. Prohibit scheduling or wait time metrics, goals that could be used as factors in determining performance awards or bonuses. Require the Secretary of the Veterans Administration to establish policy that outlines penalties an employee would be subjected to if he or she falsifies data, including civil penalties, suspension, or termination. Finally, empower the Secretary of the Veterans Administration to remove any top executive at the VA if the Secretary determines that his or her performance warrants removal. Following removal, the Secretary will certify and notify Congress of the removal and the reason for the removal. This program will sunset after 2 years and require the Inspector General to audit it every 2 years. Unlike Senator Sanders' bill, this legislation addresses the root causes of current VA scandal and empowers veterans with greater flexibility to get the quality medical care that he or she deserves. Finally, I'd like to emphasize again, the Inspector General just last week reported that 1,700 veterans who were awaiting primary care appointments in the VA hospital in Phoenix, Arizona, were not placed on the electronic waiting list. As the IG report stated, quote, most importantly, these veterans continue to be at risk of being forgotten or lost in Phoenix HCS's convoluted scheduling process. And as I mentioned earlier, the Inspector General is now investigating 42 VA facilities across the United States, and the Inspector General has, quote, identified instances of manipulation of VA data that distort the legitimacy of reported waiting times. This legislation squarely addresses the root causes of the tragic circumstances that bring us here today. Senator Burr.